Suburban politician Tiffany Henyard threw a bash this weekend. She's trying to silence her critics amidst an ongoing federal investigation into her spending and leadership.
And it is as investigative reporter Ben Bradley found, like many of Henyard's events, taxpayers are left footing some of the...
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker defended the state's residents amidst growing controversies surrounding Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Henyard is facing intense public criticism over allegations of financial mismanagement and questionable actions by her associates. During a recent community meeting, Henyard avoided addressing key concerns, fueling suspicions of concealed misconduct. One significant issue involves a taxpayer-funded Las Vegas trip where one of Henyard's associates was accused of misconduct. This, combined with financial irregularities such as a depleted village fund balance and misuse of public resources, has outraged residents. Henyard's actions starkly contrast with Pritzker's broader calls for ethical governance in Illinois. Adding to the tension, former Deputy Police Chief Louis Lacey's indictment for bankruptcy fraud has spotlighted problems within Henyard's inner circle. Federal investigations and allegations of her administration's mishandling of funds are raising questions about her leadership. Henyard's governance has seen Dolton's finances plummet, with essential services like employee ice cream and bingo nights being cut. Meanwhile, she has been accused of excessive spending, including $500,000 for vacations and home renovations. These actions have left critical services, such as firefighters' insurance and pensions, unfunded. Despite claiming a financial freeze caused these problems, critics argue Henyard's mismanagement is to blame. The Illinois Comptroller halted payments to Dolton due to overdue audits, exacerbating the crisis. Henyard's administration has also resisted transparency, defying state laws by withholding spending records. This prompted WGN to file a lawsuit, leading a judge to order the release of documents revealing extravagant expenditures. Records show tens of thousands spent on luxury hotels, first-class travel, high-end meals, and personal shopping. Notable expenses include a 5-day trip to Austin, Texas, where $111,000 went to the Fairmont Austin Hotel, $24,000 to Walmart and Target, and thousands on Uber Eats, photography, and other personal indulgences. Residents are demanding accountability as the town's infrastructure crumbles under Henyard's leadership. Public outrage continues to mount over her lavish spending and lack of transparency.
Tiffany Henyard collected $287,000 back in 2022 from her 2 elected positions. That's the same year she founded a charity in her name, a charity that has received considerable tax dollars but hasn't filed basic records with the Illinois Attorney General or the IRS.
Tiffany Henyard has come under fire for allegations of misusing funds meant for charitable purposes, which has intensified the controversy surrounding her. While she has not taken money directly from township accounts, her involvement in charity work has raised serious concerns. Henyard's public role is to serve the community, but critics argue she uses charity as another avenue for personal gain. The Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, established in late 2022, has been mired in scrutiny since its inception. The foundation received $110,000 from the township board, an amount that vastly overshadowed the $33,000 raised from other sources during its early months. This stark imbalance has led to questions about the foundation's financial practices, adding to the frustration of Dolton residents. Meanwhile, Henyard's extravagant lifestyle stands in contrast to the town's struggles with inadequate essential services. Faced with ongoing issues, residents have enforced a spending freeze to curb Henyard's access to public funds until a thorough audit is conducted. Illinois Comptroller Susana Mendoza recently withheld tens of thousands of dollars from Dolton, demanding proper financial reports before further funds are released. Mendoza's actions were prompted by a report from former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot that revealed Henyard's administration turned a significant surplus into substantial debt. Mendoza emphasized that her measures aim to protect Dolton residents and ensure accountability in the town's financial practices. Mendoza warned that failure to complete overdue audits could result in a comprehensive state-led audit and heavy fines. Henyard's lawyer defended her, stating she is working to comply with the comptroller's directives and has never refused to cooperate. Pressure is mounting from village trustees to ensure compliance with financial requirements, further intensifying the situation. Despite the cancellation of a special meeting called by the Thuron Township trustees, Henyard addressed the public, criticizing the trustees' efforts to implement new spending controls, including restrictions on credit card use. She claimed these actions, particularly the spending freeze, have disrupted township services. While Henyard argued that these measures were attempts to target her, others see them as necessary steps to halt reckless spending and protect Dolton's future. Even as the freeze took effect, Henyard promoted community events like food giveaways and recreational activities, but residents appeared determined to hold her accountable for her financial decisions.
There was a bounce house, skating, and a food giveaway.
But I spend my own money to make sure that I put on for myself. I always put my money in my mouth.
Henyard said she paid after trustees refused. They're trying to control her spending and were skittish because the event was...
Tiffany Henyard accused the trustees of trying to control her finances after they refused to approve payments for an event labeled the Friends of Tiff Hen Picnic. While controversial, this decision may signal a necessary shift in Dolton's approach to governance. Meanwhile, the village faces a deepening crisis with its firefighters bearing the brunt of financial mismanagement. The community they protect is failing to support them adequately, even as they risk their lives daily. Adam Ford, president of Dolton Local 3766, has become a vocal advocate for the firefighters. He believes recovery is possible if the right decisions are made by the right people. However, the current disarray in Dolton's finances has left firefighters vulnerable. Issues like unpaid insurance premiums, missing retirement funds, and rejected claims have put them and their families at risk. 3 firefighters with pregnant spouses have even been excluded from essential health coverage due to the village's inability to pay insurance costs. These failings extend beyond financial losses, impacting lives in very personal ways. For 4 years, Dolton firefighters have seen their pay stagnate despite rising living costs. The financial strain worsened when thousands of dollars in retirement funds mysteriously disappeared, leaving 9 deposits unaccounted for. The administration's silence on these matters only adds to the frustration and uncertainty. Legal action has been taken, but little progress has been made, and the mayor's office has offered no answers or solutions. As the firefighters grapple with these challenges, Henyard continues to live lavishly. Reports show she has spent public funds on luxury hotels, extravagant vacations, and a $500,000 home renovation, seemingly disconnected from the struggles of her employees. Under her leadership, Dolton has gone from a village with a multi-million-dollar surplus to one drowning in debt. The contrast between the firefighters' plight and Henyard's indulgent lifestyle highlights the severity of the situation. Public servants who risk their lives now face financial uncertainty, while the mayor's spending habits suggest a disregard for the community's well-being. The crisis has also caused political fractures. Trustee Carmen Carlisle, who once supported Henyard, recently broke her silence, expressing concerns about the mayor's actions. Carlisle's change of stance follows revelations about Henyard's questionable spending practices, which have deepened public dissatisfaction and raised serious legal questions. While Henyard's remaining supporters defend her, the growing outrage among residents and trustees underscores the urgent need for accountability and reform in Dolton's leadership.